how can we have a wind brace for this design? Imagine we want a wind brace here, right? So obviously we need to do it, we need to draw it in the view, right? So for example, if you want it here, we're gonna have to go to plan and draw it here. So the center line 5 between A and B. In order to do this, we're gonna have to set our working page on center line 5. Now, 1 point, instead of drawing a reference plane here and then set that, we can set the center line itself. What does it mean? It means that the center lines can play a role as a reference plane. For example, we can click set here, pick a plane, okay, and then click this grid we've got here, and then, for example, select the west elevation and then draw the brace here. Another thing we can do is to click set and then choose grid 5 through the name here. We can also do this. It's not much different. And then we can select the east. So if the levels are bothering you, you can select them and then zoom a little in order to see that one. It might be a little annoying, and then bring it out. So now I want to draw the brace here. And if I go to structure, we've got something called brace, the wind brace or just brace. For example, we have a bracing plan, right? So there are different types of it, right? We've got many types you can see in the picture. Well, if you select brace here and then draw it, or select beam and then draw the brace, it does not matter that much. It's not different. But if you're drawing a beam as a brace in the elevation, click base and then select that beam you want to use as the brace, right? For example, I duplicate this and then I'll say I want a very thin beam, right? So for example, this is 10, this is 20. Now, from where to where? Just like I said at the beginning, in Revit, we don't have that much connection, okay? And if we do, it's not what we want to talk about. It's not what we want to go through. So when you want to draw it from this point, from the end point of this beam until the end point of this beam. Again, from the end point of this beam until the end point of this beam. Obviously, we know that this is not correct. This connection is not correct here, right? It's not much correct. We've got many problems here, right? So you're gonna have to use some tools, I will tell you, to fix these manually. But for the phase 2 of the architecture, that's enough, right? In order to know that we cannot have a door here or a window, that would be enough, right? For the rest of the details, when we go for structure and designing, we're gonna have to take care of them. But let's just make it a bit organized. For example, when these two crossed each other, it's not that correct. So let's cut one of them. How did we do that? That's right, click cope. The one that is meant to be cut, click it, and then the other one. Just like that. It will be cut. Here we do the same thing. I want this one to be cut, but here you see it doesn't seem to be organized a lot. Just like I said, the connection need to be actually fixed and done one by one and separately. But you can also go to the east and just like that, leave them out of the other beam. That's enough for the phase 2 of the architecture. But further, when I want to teach other things, we will actually work on the details. So let's go to another side and have a brace there too as a review. For example, we want to have a brace here. So which center line will it be? Here. So grid A actually. I go to set, pick a plane, or from the name we can use. Okay. The elevation north. Then fine. Brace. This is the type. And from the beginning until the end. Again, the same thing. And I also said that if you want these to be alike, you can just drag it inside, manually. And also this one. What? Just like that. So, in this way we can have and draw the braces. And just like in the lowest in the lowest level floor we don't have brace. I mean, it cannot be connected to the foundation. So go ahead and practice a couple of braces.